right, what's going on? This your boy L Boogie. You know I'm blessed in the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you? I'm here with my girl, the trucker's accountant. I want you to put your hands together right now for the trucker's accountant. Come on, do it. I know you out there driving. Put your hands on the wheel. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, how you doing, my Cherie?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm groovy. I wish I had a smoothie. I'm trying to lose weight this year. I hope I do.
Well, this is the best time to set them resolutions. You know, everybody's setting resolutions right now, right?
Yeah. They set them and hopefully they can keep them. Halfway through January, most people done fell off. So I'm trying to keep my stuff going. I'm just really trying to stay focused this year. But this is the time right here where a lot of people a lot of people start getting tensed up. A lot of people got a lot of questions. They don't know what's going on because guess what? They waiting on them W-2s or they gotta file them taxes. And I know you know all about that because you are the trucker's accountant. You know what? Let's go back a little bit and let you introduce yourself to the people who may not know you and who may not know exactly what you do.
Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Maishri Rhodes. I am the trucker's accountant. I help truckers and trucking companies to pay the least amount of money in taxes, increase their cash flow in their fleet, all while staying in compliance with the federal and state tax regulations. So, all in a nutshell, one sentence, I am your tax GPS helping you to navigate your way through taxes and bookkeeping. In a nutshell.
Yeah. Hey, you doing it? You doing it? You doing it? Now, have you started already? Have you started being busy already?
I have. That's why when you I was like, okay, I want to make sure that I reach out to as many people as possible so that I can, if they want me to talk and ask these questions, it get on my schedule early.
Yeah.
Because once it start rocking and rolling and people start calling me, I'm telling my clients that don't count it against me. I still love you. I will get back to you and I promise I'm not ignoring your call. But it gets really busy. So I'm like, let me go ahead and reach out to those people who may want me to come out and answer some questions so I can get on my so they can get on my calendar early and I can block that time off for them.
Yeah. And one of the things is this right here. There's nothing wrong with other people that do taxes or whatever, or Shanae down the street that's doing taxes, or Keisha up the road, or Miss Gloria around the corner that's doing taxes. But you need somebody specifically that knows about trucker taxes, that knows like what you can write off, what you can't write off. You need somebody who knows everything about that, and you're the girl who knows about that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm never going to put down anyone's tax professional
Yeah.
because what may be for you is for you. I may be for you, I may not be for you. But I always like to just advise people to get with someone who knows their industry, whether it's trucking, whether it's salons, whether it's um, what other construction, whatever your industry is, make sure that someone knows because you may not know all of the deductions that are associated with it. So that person working with it all the time, it's nothing for them to just say, okay, you forgot to give me your IFTA taxes. You forgot to give me your expenses that you pay for your 2290s. Have you made any estimated quarterly taxes? These are the things that Keisha down the road or Miss Linda with the glasses wouldn't necessarily know to ask if you don't tell them. Not saying that you
Yeah.
can't provide them with that information, but some of us who are new to trucking, you may be new to trucking and you don't know what you need to know. You need someone that's going to
Yeah.
be able to provide you that information.
Yeah, and some of them they may not know, and you need to be able to explain or know where exactly to go to be able to show them, hey, look, you can write this off, or hey, look, you need to check with somebody and make sure you can write this off, because like I always tell this story when we're talking about taxes and stuff. I had a guy that I was talking to one time, and I was like, hey man, where you get your taxes done at? And this joker replied, said, what taxes? What's that? So this dude, he don't get his taxes done. So hopefully God rested. I mean, hopefully uh, he
I
gets
feel
stuff
like the
moving.
IRS. I mean, that's the only reason you can get rid of an IRS debt is if you die.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, you sick? Give me that money. Yeah,
yeah.
they don't.
They taking it. They like Debo. They coming up in there. They getting that money. Yeah. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Okay,
Um,
okay. Come
and
on, ready.
these are the questions right here. You got to answer them in 30 seconds or less. No, I
Okay.
just man. No.
No, no, go. Hit the button. I'm gonna get it done. Like,
Okay. Are you ready for the daily double? Okay.
yes. Do I need to hit the button?
Eh. All right. Okay. So first question is this right here. When do I open my business bank account? When do I open my business bank account?
You're going to open your business bank account as soon as you open your business. We don't want any funds being commingled or anything with your personal. You want to make sure you separate it because when tax season comes, you don't want to have to sort through all of your personal. Oh, that was personal. Oh, that was business. Oh, that was personal. If you have one designated account for just business, then you will be your expenses will go over, and you won't have to worry about all of that nonsense. And you don't want to be commingling your funds.
Yeah. Yeah.
That 30 seconds.
No, I think you got that in like 27 seconds.
All right.
But time will tell. So. All right. So what do I need to get ready for if I'm going to file my taxes? What do I need to have together and everything like that?
Okay. Generally speaking, you're going to want to have your income. So that may consist of a W-2, a 1099. If you are a company owner, it may be your bank statements.
Mm-hmm.
If you go through a factoring company, you're factoring things. So those are you want to get your income together, and then you want to get all of your expenses together, and
Mm-hmm.
that is for your particular business. Of course, we know that we want to get our mortgage together, our health insurance um, statements together, any money that you've paid out of pocket. Did you donate anything?
Yeah.
And then we want to put them kids on our tax return. So we get the kids, we get
Yeah.
the doctor's records to prove that they ours, and
Mm-hmm.
then we say, all right, here you go.
Yeah. See, I like to have a tax accountant, my tax GPS person just right there, just let me know exactly what I need to do, where I need to go. Cause I just started my business. I just started my own dispatch service, and so with me starting my own dispatch service, it is imperative that I have someone in my corner, an accountant, a tax professional that's able to let me know exactly what I need to do, where I need to go, what I need to put things at, and everything like that. So, so if you need dispatch services or anything like that, guess what? I'm the man to come to. And so if you're an owner operator, make sure you hit up the flyer. I'm gonna put it right here. Boom. So I got it right there. And so I want you to check that out as we go to the next question. And if you know anybody else that need tax professional services, or if you know anybody that need dispatch services, make sure you hit us up because we love you. We really do. All right, here we go right here. Now, we're taking live calls at this time, and Tim, all the way from Arkansas, he asked this question right here. Should I get a credit card to buy my fuel?
Well, Tim, if you, I would say there's two ways you can handle this because one of the reasons I would say if you are getting a credit card to buy your fuel, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it will separate it'll separate where you can identify what your fuel is. However, Tim, sometimes it may be best to get a fuel card because when you get a fuel card, they keep track of your mileage and how many gallons you received, and that's all good when you go to file your IFTA taxes. So if we're trying to kill two birds with one stone, if you can get a fuel card, get a fuel card. But if you're a person where, okay, you have this credit card and you want to make this designated for it, you can also use just your credit card and use those statements and know, okay, this is what I'm paying my fuel for. Because we know that not all people qualify to get a fuel card right off the gate.
Yeah. So we have Shirley all the way from New Jersey. And Shirley says this right here. Can I deduct my meals if I'm a company driver?
Well, Shirley, I am actually it pains me to say this, but you are not able to deduct your meals as a company driver. A
Say
company
what?
driver, I know, right? A company driver meaning that you are a W-2.
Hmm.
In 2000, I don't want to get my years wrong, but starting in 2018, President Trump initiated a law where you no longer can claim per diem or meals as a company driver. Any employee, we used to be able to write off things that we did that our employer didn't pay us back for. That
Hmm.
no longer exists anymore, which, while it hindered a lot of people, I feel like it took the trucking industry by storm. Like
Yeah.
that was honestly, that was you guys bread and butter. That was what got you from I owe a lot to who, okay, I can deal with that. Now it's like you're missing out on thousands of dollars. So I would caution any W-2 driver to just be cautious of that. Make sure you're taking out the money that you need to take out throughout the year for your taxes to be paid, because you won't be able to use those per diem as a deduction because of the law that just was passed.
Whoa. Now that right there, that's a shocker to me. I did not know that at all. See, that's why you need a trucker's accountant, because see, man, you would have been over here trying to write stuff off. Then next year would have came, you would have been penalized or whatever. Woo,
The
gee.
IRS would have been like, "Oh, okay, so where's your paperwork for that?" Yeah.
Yeah, my house got burned down, and you know,
You know what? I have people who told me their house burned down, and I'm like, okay, that don't change the fact that you owe this money.
oh, but that is crazy right there. Now I got Jeff all the way from South Georgia, and Jeff says this right here: do I need to file my taxes if I just started my business?
Okay, I get a lot of people that ask this question, Jeff. And if you've made money, so say if you just started running your trucks, you got your drivers, you just started running your trucks in the month of December, you've made
Mhm.
income, you should file your taxes. Um, Now there are strategic ways, because when you're just starting off your business, you've spent a whole lot of money. We know that it costs a grip to
Yeah,
start a trucking company. So what you want to do is you want to get with your tax professional or your accountant and strategically plan where we're not writing off all of that, because we haven't made that much money for the year. We're
yeah,
going to strategically figure out what needs to go to the next year, what needs to carry on, and that's more so with depreciation and things like that. So that's why you want to know someone, uh, a tax professional that is familiar with these things and know the industry. Like we know that it takes a lot to start trucking companies, but
hmm,
it really doesn't make sense for you to write off all 40 or $50,000 that you just paid to start this business when that you just started in December.
yeah,
You can wait till the next year, carry it over when it really counts, because that's when you're bringing in the six figures. That's when you
yeah,
need that write off.
yeah,
So yes, to answer your question, yes, you have to file your taxes if you've made income in that year. It doesn't matter if you started December 25th. If you made that income, you need to file your taxes.
yeah,
Be cautious of the expenses that you're putting on there, because when you there are some rules and stipulations where you can carry it over to the next year.
yeah, yeah. Man, that's some good information right there. I mean, you giving me information that I just did not know, and I'm glad I got somebody in my corner that's able to provide that information for me. All right, we got Ricky over here in Cottonwood, Alabama, and Ricky is asking this question right here: do I have to issue a 1099 for my drivers?
Hey Ricky, I'm excited that you asked that question. I actually did a live on this on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. I'm actually going to be posting on my YouTube channel. Follow me at the Truckers Accountant.
Okay, there she
I
goes.
know,
She
plug,
representing
plug.
now. You look
I
at her.
know. But yes, you do need to issue your drivers a 1099. And as a matter of fact, the deadline is January 31st to issue your drivers a 1099. So what you're going to do to issue your driver to 1099 is you're going to go through all of the income that you paid your driver out, whether it was for TARP pay, detention pay, line hauls, all of the income that you paid your driver out. You're going to add out all of that up and give the information to the IRS. So the way that you get your information from your driver is through a W-9. It's kind of like a W-4 when we fill it out for W-2s.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't had your drivers fill out a W-9 when they first start, now I'm backtracking. You guys who are my fleet owners and you have company drivers, make sure they're filling out a W-9 when they first start. That's part of their initial paperwork. When they're
Yeah.
filling out the W-9, it's going to give you all the information you need to give them their 1099 when it's time to issue it. And it's a way for the IRS to match them to the database. Okay, so we want to get all of their information together. The reason you want to file your 1099 is to make sure that you don't get any penalties associated with this 1099.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last reason is that you want to get it off your books. We
Yeah.
don't want, say if you have 3 drivers making $100,000 a piece, you
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to get that $300,000 off of your books. You've made $1 million this year, and you have drivers who have made $1 million apiece. So that's at $1 million apiece. The drivers have made
What is?
300.
I want to.
I know. Your drivers have made $100,000 apiece, which totals 300,000. So
Mm-hmm.
now instead of being at $1 million income, you're at 700,000 income. So, and that's before you get the maintenance and the fuel and all of the
Yeah.
other expenses that you had, the insurance. We all know insurance. Oh, Jesus, a bare
Yeah.
minimum like 25,000. So we want to make sure that we get all of those expenses. And one of your largest expenses, if you're a fleet owner, is paying that driver to drive that truck. So
Mm-hmm.
we want to transfer that money out of our ownership and give it to them. Tell the IRS, hey, I didn't make that money. They drove that, they made that money, they gone.
Yeah.
You see large corporations who have W-2s, they issue that W-2 because they don't want to have to claim that money. They get the money off of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So file your W-2s. I mean, not your W-2s. Make sure you're filing your 1099. The due date is January 31st. Get that in now. If you're needing help with getting your 1099s taken care of, definitely hit me up for a consultation. I offer free 15-minute consultations where I can assist you with getting those 1099s issued on time without penalties.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was just about to ask you, go ahead and let people know where they can find you at and your contact info, if you got a website or anything like that.
Okay, so you can find me on several different platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube,
Okay.
all at the Truckers Accountant. Yeah, all at the Truckers Accounting. I also have my page where it is Tuxedo Tax and Accountant Services. That is my base company.
Mhm.
That's the base company that I work for, Tuxedo Tax and Accounting, and you can find us on the internet at www.tuxedotax.com.
Mhm. All right, cool, groovy. Now I want to ask just a couple more questions. What are some is this some new things? Yeah, I know because at the beginning of the year, the IRS they still putting some stuff together, so it may be some new things that we may not know about. Is there some new things that's coming out that we don't know about?
Well, honestly, there's things that change all the time.
Mhm.
I would say nothing has changed that is that dramatic. Sometimes it may be 1 or 2 cents where it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
So, no, there hasn't been any huge changes. The last huge changes that was made was when they said you couldn't write off that per diem because you were a company driver. That hit people over the head. Like, excuse me, people are still bouncing back off of that.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been any huge changes as far as the transportation industry goes.
Yeah. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure, the Truckers Accountant, to be able to talk with you and for you to be able to drop those jewels on us like you did today. Is there any last words that you want to say?
It was definitely a pleasure being able to assist you guys and talk to you. If you guys are in need of any business formation, I offer business formation, bookkeeping, um, services, and I have a bookkeeping course. I'm not going to give you guys the deets on the bookkeeping course because I'm not going to do the bookkeeping course until after tax season.
Okay.
But my bookkeeping course is, I pretty much walk you through how to do your bookkeeping from a trucker's perspective.
Yeah.
And then tax preparation services. Make sure you guys are getting the taxes done. It's not a matter of if the IRS knows how much you're making, because they do.
Yeah.
So you do not want to run away from it. And basically, the IRS they're not the type of people that's going to come and say, oh, you owe me this year. No, they're going to wait till you forget about it. You don't remember the fees.
Yeah.
And then
all
they're
those
going to say, you
penalties.
owe us 25 plus. And really, you only owe them $5,000 or $10,000 to begin with, but another $10,000 is for interest. That's how the IRS works. So I don't want you guys to just be cautious of doing your taxes. It's not if you be proactive about it, we can get the expenses down together. You waiting 3, 4, 5 years, I can't jog your memory about how many expenses you had. Then you're gonna be coming to me talking about your stuff got burned up. No.
Yeah. So the
that
moral
is
of the story is just get them taxes done and make sure you get them done on time so you can avoid those penalties.
Absolutely. If you guys need to book a consultation, I offer free 15-minute consultations. I would love to learn more about you and your business and how I can be a resource.
Groovy. Go ahead and give your outro.
All right, everyone. My name is Maisha Rhodes, the Trucker's Accountant. I am your tax GPS, helping you to navigate your way through taxes.
And this your boy, L Boogie. You know I'm blessing the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. And guess what? I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. And you know what? I like my space. Holla at your boy when you see me in the street. Holla.